What are the rules?
There's only one rule.
A tragic trend for some women. The rise of the stay-at-home boyfriend.
What?
That's what I said.
There are no rules.
All these men going to these white women. I want to ask them one question. What color is your mother?
Tyree, Taliburton, Jay Jones get married at courthouse ahead of ceremony. So this is their marriage. Even if we're getting married ahead of our ceremony, don't come in a soft Hanes black tee, black pants, and running shoes.
Black women are the most hated group of women because we are the least controllable. We are the hardest group of women to socially reprogram. And that's because we are the group of women who has benefited from patriarchy the least. We have been at the bottom of the rung since white supremacy and capitalism all began.
Goodness freaking gracious. I don't know what I have to tell males, the average American male, to get them to understand that you're not a millionaire. You're not above average. And it's okay to be average, but stop pretending like you're above average and that a woman would marry you just to divorce you to get your little bit of money. You work in the distribution center. You work in the warehouse. You wear those fluorescent vests.
So what you telling your mother? There's no woman, qualified black, all the beautiful black intelligent women we got, you couldn't find one?
Zoe thinks they should have dressed up.
Yes! The least he could do was put on a nicer shirt.
But now you can clearly see in the group picture, nobody's dressed up.
I don't give a
We have never had anything to gain from this patriarchal system. So that means that we have nothing to lose. And so, of course, they hate us. Black women are the least likely to date outside their race.
2 for 3 and a fraction is 66.6666%. So that's what we're going to do. That's cool. I love the lipstick, the lip gloss. You got hella sauce.
Which means we keep our community fed. We keep our community up and going. Black women are the most likely to support other black women. So we keep our community interconnected. Black women take care of their children.
You have no property in your name. You don't own a home. You don't have any real estate in your name. Your grandfather did not pass down an inheritance to you. I really be confused on what y'all think women are going to get from y'all by divorcing y'all. You're not a millionaire. You probably won't ever be.
I was really shocked by the fact that 1 in 4 even said that they skipped meals or ate less so that other people in their family could eat. They were really having a hard time making ends meet with things like the basics, utilities, gas, paying for rent. So in all of those different ways and more, honestly, Black women are feeling it when it comes to this issue, not only of pay equity, but the issue of affordability writ large in this economy, and specifically as a result of some of the policy decisions that this administration has made.
One of the interesting, if not unfortunate, things about social media is that it allows you to pick a narrative that either will go viral or be something that people want to hear, and you can basically become very popular, basically telling people what they want to hear or what they want to believe. In spite of the facts that many of us know to be true, you can just get certain narratives that resonate with people and people want to hear them.
Especially Black women. It's like they treat us like we are forever sentenced to singlehood, the forever spinster, the forever cat lady, and all these other ridiculous tropes.
So this wasn't a dress up thing.
I don't care.
But why are you singling out him if no one else is dressed up?
It's his wedding!
Like, as long as the wife likes it and as long as the husband's cool with it, then it's all blessed.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
You see
man.
men
That's
get
some
married
bullshit.
in
You just described happy wife, happy life.
That's some bullshit. My husband could never.
Without a fucking man, we don't care. The system has taken away so many men from us, yet we continue to thrive and fucking prosper and raise our children, whether these men are going to be in their lives at all. We have effectively created matrilineal systems, and they hate us fucking for it because we are the blueprint for what a society without men looks like.
And I wish I could say they were particularly new, but my entire adult dating life, they've always been there, making Black women seem unlovable, unwanted.
They hate Black women because we continue to thrive and find a way to survive every fucking time, and we don't give a fuck how anybody feels about it. They hate us because we do not conform to white normatives. We won't change our voices, won't change our mannerism, we won't change our preferences.
With all the things coming at us, Black women are still hopeful. Mm-hmm. Black women are still, that my life is still good.
They hate us because they can't control us. Every other group of women are malleable. Every other group of women gets off or gets some type of benefit from being perceived as good. We've never gotten anything from it.
You know, only having a specific period of time where people, where men actually want to check for us. And that's just not true. I got married at 43.
Younger women feel that way more than older women, which is usually kind of someone's the opposite. So I think that part, gives you the data that says we're still hopeful.
There is nothing that they can take from Black women that hasn't already been taken or never been given. We have nothing to fucking lose in this system. And so now what they try to do is they try to dogpiling us until we're tired. We're never fucking tired. Don't ever let them ever convince you that being a strong Black woman is a fucking flaw.
And you're not going to, the old thing, no, let the devil steal your joy. We're still joyful. We're still going to enjoy our lives as we continue to fight this onslaught that we're up against.
How much money matters in dating?
A lot.
A lot?
Yes.
You know they're going to get you.
I don't care. Come with me. Especially
so
if you
a
got
new
some money.
survey says people think you need to make around six figures, $110,000 a year to find true love.
This kind of interview is another example of what I mean when I say that social media allows people to pursue a narrative that they want to hear. When you start hearing talk about true love and a dollar amount being on true love, what it's really saying is that for the guy that I really don't like, there's just a price that you have to pay that is a barrier to entry. And young ladies these days seem to not have an issue putting a price on what quote unquote true love is and how much it costs.
A new survey says people think you need to make around six figures, $110,000 a year to find true love.
Well, I think I wouldn't even call it true love, but to date at least, because we have to go out. Like
So,
dating is
yes.
expensive. Yes.
Yeah, people are saying dating is too expensive. So what's more important to you, the paycheck or someone's attributes, who they are as a person, how they are around their family?
Yeah.
Does the money have to be falling in the line of these things I just listed?
Yes. Because that's going to make them a better
Like
person.
what's 1, 2, 3?
That's going to make them a better person. I would say maybe your
Wait.
heart.
The money's going to make them a better person.
Yes. Have you met a broke man? He's mad.
There may be many people that lament the fact that this space is here, but when guys have different experiences and they can't find any other way to explain them, they have to find a place where like-minded men are conversing and basically making sense of a set of rules that basically are outdated. And what are guys coming to understand when they gather in this space and share notes?
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible.
But the rule of alimony is you are entitled to the lifestyle that was established when you were married, and that should not change. Now, if you get remarried, that shit goes away.
Well, what's the lifestyle? In other words,
Whatever he provided.
Wait a minute. But he might have provided the house and the vacations and the car, right?
Yeah.
But that don't mean he provided 50% of his income.
There's a simple calculation that happens. Steve.
There is no simple calculation,
yes,
Ashley.
it is. There is
She-
a
you
calculation.
can't argue with the attorney.
Yeah,
She just
there
said
is
she
a
was in family
calculation
court for 3
child
years.
support and alimony.
Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
Let me see. I have a list on my phone.
Oh, I was gonna ask if you had the list.
Yeah.
That was gonna be one of my questions. You
Hold
have like
up.
first and last names in there?
Nah. I just have their first name and their sign.
Oh, and their sign.
Yeah, just because I wanted to see what I was attracting. Oh, I gotta add one person actually, which is the one I was just talking about. Yeah, it's 35.
Your problem is you spent your whole life thinking there are rules.
There is no spoon.
There are no rules, ma'am.
He's right. Ain't no rules.
There aren't.
There are rules here? Oh, no, there are no rules here.
Rule number 1, there are no rules.
In a new environment where we basically took all of the old rules and ripped them up, it's fair game to basically create any narrative that you want in order to get the outcome that you want. And so one of the things we see at play quite often is certain people will say dating in a certain area is just no good. So me and my counterpart should not even try to date here. Here's a good example.
How's dating in Australia?
Bleak. I talk about it all the time. It's so bad.
Is it because the black population is smaller and you want to date a black man? That makes it
There's
hard?
that. I think our options are less.
Right.
On top of that, Australians are so nonchalant. When I go to the States, even the UK, it's like you can walk down the street and someone's just, even a nice compliment. You know, Miss, you look so beautiful today. Black women, until they leave the country, it's like you think you're clapped. You know what I mean? You think you are not the desirable, like that beautiful until you start traveling.
That is true.
It's only like now we're starting to be appreciated, but growing up, Black women, we're not the spec in Australia. So wherever you go, you're not being appreciated.
I went to Australia and New Zealand. 35 days, I was over there, 27 shows. I did Sydney. I did Sydney, Australia. I did the Gold Coast, which is the best place for any Black man on the planet. You have to visit the Gold Coast, Australia.
Hey, man, he told me that in Australia, they love the chocolate.
Oh, my God. You been to Australia?
I play basketball in Australia. Yeah, I play basketball. So I know what it is over there.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. If you Black and you in Australia, you are popular.
You are yes.
Listen, I went to a club. It was called, what was that? Was it Club America?
Hey, in Adelaide?
There you go.
I'm trying to tell you.
I was in Adelaide.
Talk to me, man.
Club America.
Club America.
Let me tell you this. It was ran by the Greek mob, period. So people didn't know that. They used to I shot my first gun with them because they would take all the Black athletes, and they was cool with the Black athletes because they knew if they took the Black athletes to the club, the women was going to show up to the club. And if the women going to show up to the club, that means the men going to show up to the club. He been to Club America.
Man.
And let me tell you this. I just want to get this out. I know what it's like to be Denzel Washington. I was him that day. And let me tell you, I'm telling you, the world, you can't tell me I wasn't Denzel in that club.
100%.
So I was literally there, and they walk up to you. The girls walk up to you. Can I kiss you? They grabbing my ass. They doing everything. I mean, I was harassed to such a point where I had to go outside to get air. I know what it's like to be Denzel. Now go on, tell me your experience at Club America.
Because first of all, there's Africans over there, right? So the Africans are parading like the Black men, right? So they got their New York hats on, right? But they're African. But when I walk in there and they hear my accent, they like, know that's the one, right? Now, you don't have to approach Australian women over in Australia. They're going to approach you. If you talk to the bartender and tell the bartender what you're drinking, they're going to hear your voice. They're going to come next to you. They're going to grab you. All of what he's saying is absolutely true. Club America was so crazy. This was my last night because I had been all around. I've been everywhere. And this particular night, they threw a party for me at Club America. It was insane. It was insane. And I had to fly out the next morning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And I tell people about, Australia. And they just be like, I'm like, no, man, it's serious. A Black man has to visit Australia.
Of course, it's not my intention for people to see this video and think, oh, I need to get the first plane ticket to Australia because it's going to be awesome. In fact, my point is that if you listen to one group of people, they say that dating in Australia as a Black person is terrible. And then you listen to a different group of people and they say it's the best experience they've ever had in their life. And it's a reminder that people can have agendas. I don't know if these two gentlemen have agendas really, because they just sounded like they had a good time in Australia. But if you're a Black woman in Australia and you're lamenting the fact that it's very difficult for you to date and you're seeing guys like these guys come over and have a blast, then you're going to have some kind of incentive to create a certain narrative. But we have to remember the truth of all of this. There are no more rules anymore. And so when a young lady sees what she likes, guess what they do in this new no rules environment?
A tragic trend for some women. The rise of the stay-at-home boyfriend.
What?
That's what I said.
No.
Yes.
Not real.
More and more, due to changing economic factors, Gen Z women are financially supporting the men in their life.
I got a message for some of my sisters. I know you may not want to hear it, and I know this message is going to sting for some of you, but stop allowing those men to lay up in your house while you're struggling. Let me say it again. Stop allowing those men to lay up in your house while you're struggling.
Federal Reserve data show over the last 12 months, the number of jobs held by men fell by 142,000. Women gained 298,000 jobs. Indeed, Hiring Lab found 1.2 million jobs were added between February 2024 and February 2026, and 2/3 of those jobs went to women. So if you listen to Destiny's Child, ladies, leave your man at home, probably because he can't afford a night out.
You going to work every day breaking your back to keep the bills on, to keep the rent paid, to keep the car note paid, to keep the children fed, while they're laying up, pulling everything from you, draining everything out of you. Stop allowing these men to lay up in your house while you're struggling.
Because there's also the old school, ain't nothing going on but the rent. Got to have the J-O-B if you want to be with me.
It's a no for me, dog. It's so hard out here.
You going out doing everything that you need to go do. Busting your tail on that job. Some of y'all out here busting y'all tail out here sparking, and it's hot. Door dashing, and it's hot outside, while Luero in there chilling in the AC.
Is it hard? You are a beautiful, successful woman.
Single woman. Because, you know what I have found, and don't send me, don't at me, don't send me the emails. Nine times out of 10, a man is intimidated by a woman that works, that has more money than them. And so, but then there's this new generation of men that are looking for a sugar mama.
No.
They're looking for a lady to take care of them.
There is no
chivalry is dead, and women killed it.
Kelly and I have been talking about this for a project that we're working on, and I was saying to her that, like, look, my wife has 7 Emmys, she has 2 Peabodys.
You're rare.
You're on an island.
You're a rare breed.
Give it to him.
Why? Why am I rare?
Because when I would go out and I would say where I went to school or where I worked, all of a sudden it would be like, oh, do you think you're better than me?
I don't know what I have to tell males, the average American male, to get them to understand that you're not a millionaire. You're not above average.
Oh, do you think you're better than me?
And it's okay to be average, but stop pretending like you're above average and that a woman would marry you just to divorce you to get your little bit of money.
Oh, do you think you're better than me?
You work at Walmart. You work in the distribution center. You work in the warehouse. You wear those fluorescent vests.
Oh, do you think you're better than me?
You have no property in your name. You don't own a home. You don't have any real estate in your name. Your grandfather did not pass down an inheritance to you.
Oh, do you think you're better than me?
I really be confused on what y'all think women are going to get from y'all by divorcing y'all. You're not a millionaire.
There is no spoon.
And I find it curious day after day when many of these young ladies that chose this new environment that ripped up the old rules are lamenting the fact that they don't have the old rules anymore. Men aren't volunteering to protect and provide because those are patriarchal rules that some young ladies say they never benefited from, or that other young ladies say were oppressive. And then you have this new set of rules where a young lady can pay for a guy that she likes to live in her house. And so you have some young ladies complaining about the fact that they have to pay for the guy that they like, because if you're on a date with someone and they bring up their career, what that obviously means is a stranger's not going to care about what your career is unless it's going to mean that they're going to benefit from some kind of lifestyle that you're involved in. You hear Brittany Renner bragging about her body count when traditionally young ladies would have never really done that. And then you're having young ladies basically say, even though this new environment is benefiting young ladies and we're making more money than ever, why aren't men stepping up to be the kind of guys that traditionally they used to be? And in the midst of all of this, you're hearing guys say, I went here, and even though some young ladies are saying this is not a good place to date, is a place that I had a blast. In effect, there are no rules, or better said, there is no spoon. The idea that there's a common set of rules that we're supposed to abide by, especially in the dating space, have dissipated. And anyone, especially someone that may have an agenda where they want to have access to your resources, is going to tell you they don't want to date you in certain places, or they're going to tell you that you don't have any resources that they want. Because quite simply put, a court order means you have to produce resources at the threat of jail. And many young ladies don't understand that, but it's the truth. And anyone that's ever had to pay child support or alimony understands very real that when that court says you pay this or else, that is money that's going to benefit someone else. So you better come up with it, or you got to get ready to deal with something you don't want. And the best way to make a man think that he doesn't have anything is to tell him, that's not a big deal. That's nothing to worry about. As a matter of fact, if you were single, you'd have to do it anyways. It's all misinformation. And if you're a guy in this environment, the sooner that you understand there is no spoon, the better. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. Catch you next video. Take care, guys.